I have received my Regenyei Armory Paratschwert a couple of days ago, and after posting a photo on Facebook and some videos of me sparring with it on YouTube, I've received a couple of questions about it, so I've decided to make this short review, or more like first impressions video. The sword is based on a Paratschwert from the Swiss State Museum in Zurich and tries to stay as close to the original as it is possible, based on measurements and photos taken by Daniel Jacquet. While the hilt has been changed slightly, the thickness and blade profile is pretty similar, and the steel used is a modern spring steel. The crossguard is really simple, but aesthetically pleasing, with a length of 27.5 centimeters and a small space where you can comfortably put your thumb during certain cuts and techniques. The pommel is maybe you can call a small pear-shaped type, very comfortable, and moves great in the hand if you are into holding the sword by the pommel in some situations. The handle measures at around 33.5 cm with the pommel, while the blade is 95 cm long, and the distinct crossguard gives about 2.5 cm, which makes it a total of around 130.5 cm total. The shield is similar to the white shields found on Regenyei faders, but longer towards the tip, keeping the opponent's blade further away from your hand if it slides off your blade. The blade is a sort of butter knife shape with a narrow section after the shield, which widens out to a point which is about the size of a €2 coin. The weight is 1,444 grams, which puts it roughly at the same area as the Regenyei standard fader, with a narrow shield and no side rings. The point of balance is at 4.5 centimeters from the crossguard, and the strength of the blade is medium, which means it bends at around 12 kilograms worth of pressure. All these measurements can be found on the Regenyei Armory website also, but I tested them for myself and found them to be very close to the ones advertised, which is always nice. In practice, this fader has quite a different feel to some of the more common types, which in my own class is mostly standard or custom Regenyei faders. Because of the long grip compared to the blade length, it is very nimble in the cuts and can be used for very quick changes in the direction of your attacks or parries. The blade has a nice amount of flex to it, which means it is very forgiving in the thrusts, and also you can use the flat to smack your opponent in the face, Prellhow style. It also means that you have to be aware of your edge alignment in the bind if you want to keep yourself safe. I can't really comment on durability on the long run, since it's fairly new, but after a few hours of sparring it held up nice, recovered from bends easily, and only received a few scratches here and there on the blade, but nothing serious. All in all, I think it is a great choice if you want a lighter, a bit shorter and handy sword in sparring, which also stands out from the crowd, but I would only recommend it if it holds up for at least a couple of years of practice. I will try to make a follow-up to this video in a couple of months, maybe half a year, and share my experiences after longer use. But right now, my usual fader, a heavier and longer custom Regenyei, is going to rest for a while, because I'm having a lot of fun with this one. That's all. I hope you found it interesting. If you have any questions, please post them below. You can find videos of me using this sword on my channel. Goodbye.